Okay. Hi, things. Time for video games that are streamed. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of distracted right now. Live and distracted. There we go. Shut the fuck up, video game. I don't want to start with you right now. And I do want to start with you, but I don't because I need to do other things first quickly. Because there are things that need to be done to prevent interruptions and stuff. It should have been done before, but I didn't. I'm bad. Hey, Ellie, how's it going? What's happening? Good night. Um, there we go. There's the good night text. I have to give her the good night text, otherwise she'll be like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'll be like, "I'm playing video games," and she'll be like, "Well, iron time more important." And I'm just like, "You are, but I'm busy, so go." It's a whole conundrum. I did it. I did it. I have been a good son today. I've been a good son. I will not be beaten or sent to the snake pit. It'll be nice. It'll be super nice. Okay, well, paid attention to about 3% of this game. I'm bad. You're not bad, it just means you're not interested in the game. No problem with that. Because, I mean, fuck. It, not everyone's going to be interested in every game that I play. Hey, Michael. More strem? Dude, it's always more strem. There was extra strem. I stremmed last night. But nobody came. No, fucking. But I know Joseph and Positive actually both showed up for a little bit, but I was just fucking dicking around in Overwatch. Bored. Also, Robert, I don't know who you are, but thank you very much for the follow, man. I probably fucked up your name too. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I don't deserve you. Jump ship while you still can, quickly. But I enjoy this game if I played. Yeah, like this is definitely something I'd say you should play for yourself before watching someone else play it. I was asleep. Oh, fair enough. I understand. I understand, Ellie. Sleep is important. It's much more important than stream. I mean, I wish I knew that though, because I'm a twat who doesn't do that. He's your friend? Grobert's Michael's friend? Oh my god! Word of mouth is a thing! I'm surprised by that. I can't believe Michael talk about me. Oh my god. I'm so popular suddenly. Jesus, I don't know what to do. That's cool. That is actually pretty neat. Here we go again. Game? Alright, how's it going, game, firstly? Secondly, I hope you have that flowchart pulled up because we're going to go one run through here, and if we can't get a different ending, I'm gonna need that flowchart. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm gonna probably need that flowchart though to avoid the fucking axe, the knife, and the submarine ending. Hello, Grobert. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Whew. Alright. Well, anywho, um, I believe that we should actually start playing this video game because that's what we are all here to do, right? We are here to play video games. So yeah, a submarine stabbed somebody. No. We found a submarine and then somebody else stabbed everybody. It was really confusing. Mostly because it wasn't everyone was dead. Literally everyone was dead. All I can say. Yeah. Was an interesting ending, all things considered. I gotta say though, I think I like the axe ending of most of them. I believe the cute girl was dead. She's only a killer in the axe ending, which I do think I like that. I do like the axe ending. Of the three of them, I like the axe ending. Alright. Well, let's try not to die this time. I don't remember if I'm allowed to skip the opening cutscene or not. Someone's going to fake their death? I don't know. I mean, in the submarine ending, there's a possibility of two of the characters still being alive because we didn't check their pulse. We only checked the pulse of the one girl. So one of them could have been faking their death and then killed us all. Goodbye, boat. And skip exposition because fuck that. I want door 5. Yeah, we apparently to keep Snake alive, we have to go through door 5. But how we keep Snake alive going through door 5, I could not tell you. Okay, give me this shit. Give me, gets all the time of what they want. That. There we go. Give me this. Okay. Fuck no. Fuck off, bed. I don't need you. I need this bed. That. Thank you. Go do the mirror exposition. There we go. And then we skip all this stuff and Junpei looking like Lord Voldemort. Why can't you skip puzzles you've already done? I don't know. I feel like there is a way to skip puzzles I've already done, but I've done every puzzle except for whatever's past the 9 door, so I don't know. There totally could be a way and I'm just fucking it up. Like, there is no menu. Okay. Yeah, fuck. I don't know. There probably is a way to skip it, but at this point, I might as well just solve the puzzles because I already know what to do. God, let me position this. Okay, blue is 0, 2, 6. What is that? 0, 2, 6, 3. Okay. 2, 6, 3. There we go. The other games in Zero Escape Trilogy were a lot better about not revisiting escape rooms. Okay. What, do they have more complicated mechanics, or what? Is that the reason why they have you skip it, or what? Where is this? I'll give you a hint where you need to do something special if you want. Oh wait, in most cases, once you know what to do, you can get through escape rooms rather quickly. Oh yeah, you can totally do that. Dude, I've been speedrunning this game for like the fucking past couple days at this point. Okay, what's red? Red is 7, 7, 4? 7, 4, 7, 4, 8. 7, 4, 8, 6? 7, 4, 8, 5. Seven, 4, 8, 5. There we go. Use your persona. My persona is not gonna help me here. Isanagi cannot bust down that door. If he does, I die. I'm covered in water. This one. Use both of them. Needs to add to 5. What goes to 5 again? No. 173. No. 127. 786. No. 278 maybe? Fuck, I don't remember what it was. 167. Done. Alright. Just dance all night and you'll break out. Fucking hell. Yeah, Michael, you probably should give me that hint too, because otherwise I'm gonna miss it. At least for keeping Snake alive. Once we've kept Snake alive, we can play through it on our own. But I'd have no idea how the fuck we keep him up. Skip all this exposition shit, because I don't need any of it. Just want the door path for what you needed. Well, I assume if we keep Snake alive, we'll automatically get a different ending. So, for now, I just want to know how it is we keep Snake alive. If we do that, then we can go through it. If we get into a repeat thing, then yeah. Like, I want to give it one playthrough where we try not to use an exact path. But after that, I'm all for the flowchart. Just because I don't know. Like, I know that I'll have to use the flowchart eventually, but I want to prolong it for as long as possible, you know? Thanks, Mike. Or, thanks, game. Appreciate it. I love their names before they actually fucking do anything. Or give themselves actual names. Hey, Ninth Man, try and kill Clover. You're lucky she doesn't have an axe right now, otherwise she'd butcher you. Also, I love how just so startled Snake looks in that picture. He looks just like, oh no, something's afoot. Alright, Snake and 7, fuck it, do it, wait. Does this contribute to keeping Snake alive? If I make Snake do this, does he die? Or will he be okay? I'm a little worried, to be honest now. No? It's good? Okay, fucking Snake and 7, then go for it. Hey, Apex. How's it going? Rip number 9 again. That is true, this is his 4th time dying. The poor bastard. No effect? Okay. Snake, 7, you think you could give me a hand here? Pum was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Both Snake and 7 lifted their hands silently. Slowly, each of them placed their hand on the scanner panel. 5 plus 2 plus 7 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. And then we just fucking go. Okay. There's the corpse, guys. I hope you enjoy staring at the dead body. And her passing the fuck out. Okay, one of these paths, June has to be the killer, though, right? June has to be the killer for one of them. I pray that she is. Okay. Um, does this matter? Oh god. Nah, this shouldn't matter. I assume there's some. You know what? I'm just gonna search up the how to keep Snake alive and do the rest on my own. Might have to leave during the stream. That's okay, Apex. You got shit to do. You go do it. Keep Snake alive. Fuck off, Yahoo. I don't care about you. Okay. So there's two endings apparently where Snake lives. So I guess let's do the safe ending apparently, which is 586. So I don't understand how that keeps Snake alive, but fuck it. Do this. It was something about how more than 6 people could pass through. No. Wait, that's wrong. On the tip of Junpei's tongue when Lotus beat him to the punch. All this. Wrong voice. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute. That's what the letter said. In other words, no less than 3, and no more than 5. Exactly. He inclined his head toward Lotus. And we're good, okay. Sorry, game. I'm sorry. I didn't look up a flowchart, I just wanted to fucking... I want to know how to keep Snake alive because we killed him going through door 5 before we had the chance to go through door 8. So there has to be something special to do, right? Worried that if I miss a stream, you'll get the perfect end, catch 0, find the killer, and cure cancer, and I'll miss. I won't be curing cancer, but I'll probably do the other things tonight, to be fair. I'm sorry, game. I am an asshole. I just didn't think that it was a specific set of doors, because he dies going through 5, regardless of whatever we did. Four. Go through 5. That's why I asked first. Okay. Nah, I appreciate it. It's just... I feel like there's something special that we have to do, though, because I went through door 5 and we died. You also need to look for a safe in the first class room closet after you've solved the puzzle. Oh, okay. So that's the trick then, Michael. Thank you. Okay. Well, let's go through 5 then. Also, does everyone remember what the puzzle was for this one? Because I don't, fully. Because, I mean, I know just going through door 5 can't be the answer, because we've gone through door 5 before and still died, or Snake has still died. So there had to be something. Call it the safe ending. Literally called the safe ending? Huh. That. Snake, we already had this whole conversation. Okay. Give me the ship map. Alright, that's all dealt with. Okay, wait, we can... I don't need it in there yet. Where's the vase? You need the vase. Okay. That. Here. Go to the bathroom. Take the water. There we go. Pull the plug. Give me this. I assume if it was missable, that flowchart would have brought it up. Maybe it's just a post-escape room thing. I don't remember it all. Well, I'm thinking it is. I think that what we do is we unlock the door, and then we go and find this so-called safe or whatever. Don't need anything from the bathroom. Was there anything else I needed in here? Oh, right, don't I need this? No, I need this. Score plate, alright. Now I just need to go get the other, that one last plate from the other closet, I think it is. Here. Fuck, wrong thing, this one. Okay, I see what we have to do now. Okay, go here. Score plate. Alright, like that, and then this one is this, that, I think this one, there we go. Alright, well, and then the door should be open, but let's go check the safe now. Well, safe. It's a safe.
A safe, huh?
Well, the exit's open. Yes. Strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal.
Do you think it's important? I wonder what's in there.
The safe with a dialogue on it. We won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers. Guess we'll just leave it alone for now and move on. Oh, fuck that. I can't check it twice, but we need the number. I'm not leaving until we get that safe. Maybe I can... What happens if I try this? Okay, no. We need this combination then. No. Wait, what? Store goes to the living room. I don't have any reason to go out there. Well, then it has to be in here, right? Move on. Can I move on? It's done, you just needed the dialogue. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Well, and now we skip, I suppose. Oh god. Guys. I just remembered something. I have to do the slot machine again. I'm fucked. I'm straight fucked. That's 777. What about 7? What? Alright, let's turn both these on. I think I have to do that. Here we go. That's okay. I think that's all I can get for now, so now I need to do this. Oh right, 777, I forgot. Seven. Fuck. Yeah, no, thanks for the reminder, Apex. I totally forgot that we needed to do that. Damn it! You don't need timing if you know the trick. Is the trick do this? Oh. Well, that's the trick, okay. Okay, now we have to go play Baccarat. Shut up, 7. I know how to do this. Okay. What adds to it again? You don't have 1. So 3, 3, 2, 4, I guess. Yep. All right, that works. Snake gives hints leading as much if you abort the slot puzzle. Does he? I didn't even notice. I think I aborted that slot puzzle like twice the first time, just because I couldn't get it to work. 7, 6, 5, 8. Alright, and then we put in the 3 remaining. I don't know how the fuck that works. Alright, get the fuck out of there. Well, I guess let's find out if something goes different with Snake living then, because if Snake lives, then that means that everything's different once we get to that point. I thought you were a toucan. Since when are you a frog? I don't think that's how evolution works. You know, I have to say, I'm kind of amazed at how much dialogue there is in this game. Because we've been going for a half an hour of just speed running this, basically. And we're, like, still not anywhere near where we need to be. Playing Pick-a-Peck? That's not evolution, that's metamorphosis. That's different. Okay, she went looking for Snake. Um, fuck, let's go talk to what's-her-face. Gosh, Lotus, stop trying to be the snake in the garden. Hallway with all the rooms. Let Ace handle it, I guess. There's class cabin. Leave her alone. You know what? Never mind. We'll talk to you. Stop feeling all sad. Hospital room. Don't need to talk to Santa. Finish searching. Alright, let's see if we get something different. Not sure. Alright, well, I assume it matters here, but I don't know. I guess let's, I think it's door 8 we're supposed to go through, right? We have to keep our eyes on Clover. Rip Snake. No, we're doing the thing. About door 8. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking door 8. I think it said something about door 8, so to be safe. No, Apex apparently, I mean, Snake's still missing, but I think we've done the thing to keep him alive. So, go wait. Alright, Lotus and Clover, let's do this. Alright, Clover, go be useless and get yourself locked in the room again. Fuck, I don't actually remember how we solved this puzzle. Something to do with power cords or something. Okay. First things first. Lockers. Ethanol. Go get those numbers from what's-her-face. Then she wrote it down, and then I go get the number from her. Okay, so that's dealt with. Next up is power cables. There we go. And then I think it was... Keep talking to her about this. This will get real interesting once it picks up, evidently. Okay, well, I'm interested to see that then. This fucking, what's the word? I know it's gonna be weird having to actually fucking do full voices again. Take this. God damn it, Clover. Okay, how do we get her to stop doing things? Oh, right, we have to try and plug this into the computer first. I forgot. Okay. Now we can ask you about this. Give me it, Clover. Alright, got that. Now we go over here. Plug it into the computer. Alright, go ahead, Lotus. Go start hacking. Oh, I can't skip this? What?
What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but quit.
Why?
Lotus blinked.
Huh? Oh, I was just something.
She stopped typing for a moment, and her face fell. This was not an avenue of questioning to be pursued, Junpei realized, and quickly shut his mouth. Lotus's fingers began to move again. In a few seconds, she was back up to speed. As she typed more letters and symbols that meant nothing to Junpei began to pour across the screen.
What are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
What?
A brute force attack is... well, the short version is I just attack the thing head on. The long version...
Without looking up or slowing down, she began to explain. Brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher, she told him. Fix every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. Thought of doing something like that made Junpei feel tired, but Lotus explained that she was writing a program that would run just such an attack on its own.
It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But, given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do.
Even as she talked, her fingers never slowed or missed a key. Junpei couldn't help but feel a little odd.
Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, alright? So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2. See? That's strange.
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago.
What?
You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 plus 1?
The main computer, right? You said it's connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Ah, I see, so this wire supplies power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah yes, just as I expected. This wire is cut, no wire results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations. But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that. Because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected. Wirelessly.
Lotus continued to type. Junpei scratched his head.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. Really. It's just... I thought maybe... What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. The scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting, so stimulating this part of the brain causes this person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut this part out. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. You get it? It's just like this monitor.
Uh,
Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else in the main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, or we experience that information as thoughts.
Junpei didn't say anything. Not so much because he had no retort. No, her argument just seemed silly. He was a little surprised to be hearing something like it from someone like her. The brain is just an output device? Human thought actually occurs somewhere else? Lotus really think that? He wondered. It was a little creepy, Junpei thought. He sounded altogether too much like a bizarre cultist religion.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia.
Oblivious to Junpei's increasing discomfort, Lotus continued.
If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body, somewhere else, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
uh,
I suppose that would explain Briseus and blindsight too. Perhaps they actually can speak, or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagonia could be suffering from the same thing.
wait a minute. So, what?
He knew what aphasia was from watching medical dramas on TV, and blindsight was easy enough to guess, but he'd never heard the word prosopagonia before, and neither could he even think about how to even say that word right.
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
Lotus spun around in her chair to look at him. Pai just shrugged and shook his head.
Nope. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually, they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. You've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same. Even though they've obviously got faces, it's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys, eventually, but you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. That's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia, huh? Didn't even know that kind of thing existed.
I didn't either. I gotta be honest. That's why I like this game. It teaches us things. We're learning. It's like we're in school, everybody. Junpei did his best to act as though the entire lecture hadn't gone entirely over his head.
And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
you guys know that apparently the word adulting made it into the dictionary this year? Apparently it did, from what I've heard. Apparently it did this year. Okay.
Not funny.
Lotus's smile had something rather masochistic about it.
It is nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But it looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
As she spoke, Lotus raised her right arm high and brought it down on the enter key. The program took only seconds to analyze the system. Chunks of text flickered on and off in quick succession, and a line of numbers appeared, blinked, and disappeared. The screen cleared, and all that was left was the word accepted.
Piece of cake.
Lotus would clearly have patted herself on the back if it would not have made her look entirely ridiculous. Got to job, do works. No, don't make me works. 9 squares arranged in a 3 by 3 square.
What the hell is that?
No idea. It looks like a puzzle.
Suddenly, Lotus stood up. Okay, I can skip to the puzzle now. That was an interesting conversation, though, Lotus, I've got to say. I've really got to say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy enough. I mean, that's actually pretty interesting, because, I mean, that kind of plays into the whole Code Geass thing, to be honest. With the whole collective human consciousness. Give me this shit. Activation. Oh my god, what did I just do? I moved the window and fucked it all up. Okay. I think that's fixed.
I...
Oh my god, this is new too. Shit, this is cool. Hey, Bubbles. How are you doing, man? What's up? We're learning about Code Geass. Fuck, is that a spider? Is there a spider in your room, Apex? Kill it. Kill it quickly, with fire. Burn the house down. Burn all of it down, and then light the ashes on fire. And then light those ashes on fire. Make sure that spider is fucking dead. Glad to hear you're doing good, man. What's going on? We're playing a game that gets confusing as fuck, but this is actually new dialogue. So, you know, time to be immersive.
I wanted to ask you something.
Huh?
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Why is she asking me this? Junpei wondered. The more he thought about it, however, the more it made sense. Snake had been gone for a long time. Clover was quite attached to her brother. Literally to the point where she would kill you with an axe if anything happened to him. Of course, she would have been worried about him. He thought back to when he'd gone through door 5, hoping he might remember something, even a small something that would help her. However,
Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person. Something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Clover's words were barely audible. She nodded vaguely to Junpei and turned to walk away.
Hey, wait a minute.
Huh?
Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping if you could tell me if, is Snake, I mean, was he born?
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
No. He wasn't born blind. he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm.
Yeah, my brother's left arm is, not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Uh,
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 is that all you wanted to ask me?
Talking about her brother had clearly taken a great deal out of Clover. I nodded.
look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
Clover only shook her head and walked off down the stairs. Oh, Clover. Snake isn't a robot, and that is a good question. Apex, have you burnt your house down yet? There was a spider. That house needs to burn. He's obviously an annoying, small, tiny dog in a robot suit. Okay. I think we've seen too many fan fictions for today. Fuck no, I'm hiding in the bathroom. The spider one is landing. Apex! You are a scary Rajang. Are you about to let that fucking, Zeltas queen rule your room? Go kill it with electricity, or burn it all to the ground. Like, just get a lighter and Febreze. You can do it. I believe. Note, don't actually get a lighter and Febreze. I'm not responsible if you burn your house down. Alright, well, let's dance. Wait, what do I do? Oh, right. I have to fucking guide what's-her-face to do shit. Rasengan that shit! The bastard makes Nursella look like fucking Tinkerbell. Jesus. Apex, how big is this spider? Burn it. No, better yet, Bubbles. Fireball Jutsu that shit. Amaterasu that shit. My dad laughs at me because in videos, if anything comes towards the camera used in the video or a jump scare or something, I jump and get scared. My dad thinks it's funny. I mean, Ellie, to be fair, when I get jump scared, I'm pretty sure you all think it's funny, so... Alright, do this shit, Clover. Maximum voltage! Burn the place down. Get out here, Clover. Alright, team. Get the fuck out. Got a salt gun. Do it. My brother almost burnt the house down today. You know, Michael, I would like to hear your story of how your brother burnt down the house almost. A while ago, we had a billet living with us. He almost burnt down the house trying to make craft dinner. Like, literally, he put craft dinner on the pot, went to make it, started boiling the water, went and sat on the couch, fell asleep on the couch because he was up till 10 o'clock playing fucking World of Warcraft. And I just looked at him and said, "You fucking scrub. You don't cook food after staying up all night playing WoW. You go to sleep, then you make food. You fucking nerd." Yeah, needless to say, Dad comes home an hour later, and there's smoke everywhere. Good times. Okay, Apex, I'm glad that you've killed it. Amaterasu of that shit. Use Mangekyo Sharingan. Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, what? Seven smiled the key. Apparently I can do this. There's a dent in your wall. That doesn't matter. The spider is dead. That's the important part.
The key.
I ain't that one I just said. I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Here. Seven tossed something small and metallic toward Junpei. He caught it and found that the object was a key. On it, something had engraved a symbol very similar to a 4. He looked over at June, who nodded back. It had to be the Jupiter symbol. I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah, got it.
Well, I've got something for you too then. Here. It's the Saturn key card. We found it in the kitchen. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
And with that, she pressed it into Junpei's hand. He had felt slightly less than honored. As a group, they now had 3 keys that had not been used. The Earth key, which had been found in the laboratory. Jupiter key, which Seven had just handed to Junpei. And the Saturn key card, which Lotus had just handed to Junpei. Okay, well, skip all this. Wait a second then. Well, we've had different dialogues so far, but Snake's not dead behind that door, right? I don't think that could have happened. I just found out that my 20... Oh, well, there's a thing. So I found out that my 20-year-old Can is going into kidney failure, so probably will die soon. Oh, Cat, okay. I read Can and was confused, and I'm sorry to hear that, Apex. But I mean, it sounds like he's had a good life, which is good. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. He'll be good though. Just think he's going to a better place where he can meow at things all day. Falls over and becomes a potato. Transforms into a carrot. Like, are you guys just asking me to make stew or something? Because that sounds like, that honestly makes it seem like that's what you're asking from me. I've got to say. I mean, I have the knives. Of course, there's a reason. Alright, well, let's skip all this shit and see what happens. Oh god. I like potatoes. But you make potatoes into stew. Also, I'm not reading this dialogue again. I already read that dialogue a while ago. Let's just do this. Although that is pretty fucking funny dialogue, I'll give it that. Hello, door 6. What? 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 But we did the safe thing. We did the safe. Why is he dead? What the fuck? And he still dies. Wait, what? I did it right though, didn't I? Kind of. Oh. Okay, have I done it right or did I fuck up? Just putting potatoes in stew, you're a god. Dude. Fucking meat and potatoes. Like, you don't even need stew, just meat and potatoes, man. Brother wanted to make microwave popcorn by himself, and he put it in for about 4 minutes. But the microwave shut itself off because it was on fire, frying itself in billowing smoke. What the fuck? I don't follow. Thing if you did or didn't would probably qualify as spoilers. Game, I guess you got a good point. You got a good point there. I guess we'll just see it through and assume we did it right. I have Apex. I'm joking, trying to be cool. Aw, Bubbles. You're cooler than me. That's what matters, man. I I tried to do the thing where you make the chick noises and point fingers at the person, but I don't have a camera, so I'm just awkwardly pointing my fingers at a computer screen. But I mean, I guess Super Saiyan Goku is next to the computer screen, so I can point fingers at Super Saiyan Goku and pretend to be cool that way. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Of course, Zero's on the ship with them. We know that Zero's on the ship with them. That's crazy. Snake isn't dead. Door 1, door 2, and door 6. Well, we did door 2, and door 2 was fucking scary. We did door 1, and door 1 gives Clover an axe. So we can't go through door 1 without getting the axe ending, so I guess 6, because the last time we went through door 2, everyone died. Right? That's probably the best way. That's what makes discussing gray area spoilers so difficult. Yeah, I understand that. I appreciate how respectful you've been of it too, game. I really do appreciate that. I have a stress wall that's covered in knife marks because reasons, also I felt like it. Dude, just get a stress pillow. You want 6? Well, yeah, it definitely has to be 6, because the other two both kill both of us. What's the next game? I have no fucking clue what game to stream next. I have literally no clue. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Thiox? Oh wait, why does Santa look like he's from the Ombu Black Ops? Because they had to design an edgelord character into the game. There always has to be an edgelord. But can I stab you the stress pillow? Yeah, that's what the stress pillow is for. Get an anime body character pillow of an anime character that you hate and stab the living shit out of it. Go for it. Also, Seo, he's I don't know how the fuck you'd actually pronounce it, but fucking Snake. If any of you know of the dude Snake from Late Night Crew on that Cryotic stream, he's a cool guy. That is the username that he goes by. Cool dude. Gotta be a Christmas game, I'll find you the best Christmas game. You already got me Whooper Saves Christmas, and that was gonna happen at some point, so I don't know what else is better than that. Alright, anyways, door 6, let's dance. Can I get a stress pillow with Bryce's face on it? Sure. Here, let me just pull up a picture of my face. Give me 1 second here. Give me, let's see here. Where's a good picture of me? Here's a good picture. Wrong monitor. There you go. Just print that on top of your pillow. Go with that. That is my face right there. Stab the shit out of it if you can, but I am too damn happy for you to be okay as a person to be able to do that, I think. Looper saves Christmas. Is that a ROM hack? I thought it was like just its own game. I didn't think it was a ROM hack. Played Pokemon yesterday and fucked up a Weedle with my Mudkip. Good. Weedles are fucking bugs beneath us Mudkips. We are the superior species. Actually, fuck. I have another picture I need to show you now. God damn it, where is it? Pokemon. I think it's in the Pokemon folder. Where are we? Where is it here? Da 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 da. Where the fuck's the picture? I don't know. Is it probably in the Mimi folder, I guess? Yes, I have a folder of pictures on my computer called Mimi. Where the fuck is it? I loved this picture. It has to be here somewhere, right? What? Don't tell me it's not here. Random. Okay, random things I liked. Probably here, maybe then. God damn it! Where the fuck is this picture? I know we are gods of Smudgips. I know we are. Are Pokemon edible? Yes, anything's edible. I'm edible. You're edible. That plant over in the corner is edible. That unicorn standing behind you is edible. Okay, here's the picture. Found it. There we go. There we go. Vote Mudkip. That's the only way we're gonna keep Britain for water Pokemon only, guys. Alright? Alright, you guys agree with me? Hope you agree with me. Hope you do. Okay. How are people good with ranged weapons in Monster Hunter? I actually am okay with a light bow gun in Monster Hunter. Although I only ever liked using it on the Wii U version, because the Wii U version you can actually aim. But I'm not terrible with a bow gun. Not enough people play bow guns in Monster Hunter. Am I supposed to agree with you? If I had to identify as a Pokemon, I'd be a Charmander. I'm not water. Oh, fuck. Fucking... Wait. Oh, bows. After Game Face saying I identify as a fire type, or as a Charmander, I was about to make some kind of racist joke, and I just fucking read that goddamn... I read Apex saying fucking Browns, man. I'm so sorry, I'm a terrible fucking human being. Why am I laughing at this? Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. Okay, I need to stop now. I need to stop. Okay. In fact, I'd be weak to you. I suppose, game. I suppose, but you know what? Just get that Mega Evolution from Mega Charizard Y and learn Solar Beam. You'll fuck me right up. Carablast because no one knows I exist. I know what Carablast is. I don't think of it, but I know what it is. You should play Asylum Closed Ward. I've never heard of Asylum Closed Ward. I mean, granted, that's probably where I should belong, but... You get fucked up. Wait until I turn this a Swampert. Oh boy. Here, what's this? Asylum Closed Ward. Horror game. Oh, is this a... Is a horror for Android, got a simple... Is this just a visual novel game, basically? I had a Carablast in my attempt at a Wonderlock of why I got bored of said run. I'm honestly more impressed that you just kept the Carablast on your team. I mean, not to be mean, but I'm pretty sure Carablast is not a good Pokemon, stat-wise. But yeah, no, Grobert, if you don't mind just elaborating a bit more what Asylum Closed Ward is. The name sounds interesting. Anyways, I should probably keep going with this rather than just fucking sitting here. Oh god, I don't even remember what we did in here. Other than, you know, June passing the fuck out and being useless the whole time. I have a cookie clicker open in a second tab. 340 trillion cookies. Somebody needs to clear their cache. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, don't need to go there yet. Go up. Nope, not that. Up these stairs. Through here. It's still technically not failed, but I haven't opened the save in months. Fair enough. I need to come out and B. Go over here, get the handle thing. Shut up, Santa. I didn't break shit. Go through the C door. Okay. And we rail that down. Wait, what? With that, he turned away and walked away from the winch. Pie and Ace followed him. Oh, there's extra things. What? You know, speaking of experiments, Santa suddenly stopped. There was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a square C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown. The tank has two exits, A and B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. Exit B, however, is electrified, which means the rats can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose? There's a moment of silence after Santa posed the question, and then Ace responded. Hey, Positive, how's it going?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. Rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. Simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right, it isn't very interesting. Yet,
These scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation of rats, they took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put into the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But even if that wasn't the most impressive thing, the same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in the second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial experiment. These rats were not related to the rats used in the first experiment and had never even come in contact with them. Yet, they all easily found their way to exit A, as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium.
Ace looked skeptical. Santa snorted at him.
how the hell would I know? Not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story is true, and if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. We gotta get that gal out of here before June passes out.
Without waiting for a response, he turned around and started walking. Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave the topic alone. Now you try not to die from monsters and do puzzles to escape the asylum. Oh, and you have no weapons, so you can only run. Okay. Maybe. Maybe I could play that sometime. Because to be honest with you, I'm a complete bitch who hides from any kind of scary games as fast as humanly possible. So there's that.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
Santa stopped and turned around.
Oh, why did they use that tank for the experiment? Huh? Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? They needed to motivate the rats to escape. They could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
Santa gave a grim bark of a laugh. You know the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge? You ever think about that? Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out or appear or rise out of something. You want to see me get scared? Give me 1 second here. It happened like the entirety of October. Yes, it did. Like I said, that's why I'm saying give me 1 second here. What the hell's this? Oh, Mudkip Link. Bubbles, that's actually pretty adorable, I've gotta say. Alright, where is this? Give me just 1 sec here. Get that, play this. I think it was around here. Was it this? Was it there? Was it here? Was it there? Wasn't there. Was it here? Yes, it was. Alright, well, alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and watch me get the shit scared out of me. Just to make Apex happy. How's that sound? Go. What? That's music, that's bad. I don't think she's happy about me staying here. Ah! Ah! Oh. Alright, there you go. That's me being a little bitch. Me being a little bitch, I hope you're happy. Alrighty, well, probably can't put this on YouTube now, but I don't know. Fuck it. Don't worry, it got me too. Oh god, no, you should fucking, if you ever want to see me scared, the entirety of me playing Amnesia is on YouTube. So if you want to see me genuinely terrified, fucking go to the YouTube and fucking that. What was that? Spook's House of... Yeah, that was Spooky's House of Jump Scares. I swear to God, that game is fucking terrifying. I had no idea that was a thing that could have happened. Anyways, back to this.
Or rise out of something else. So, what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration. Inspiration? Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need. So, in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
I suddenly felt cold. The back of his head was aching and his stomach felt strange. I mean, I guess that's, to be fair, that's pretty close to the situation you guys are in, huh? Alright, back down the stairs. Was Was this the box? No, it's not that box. Oh, right. This box. Give me that. Then we go to this, and then we do a little of this. Bada boom, push the buttons, get that coal rolling, take that coal. Wait, didn't I take the box? Yeah, I take the box. Okay, then we go, fill the coal up. Take that coal. Shovel all that coal. Get that coal in there. You can do it. Put a bunch of coal into that, now we just need to light the furnace. Can we light the furnace yet? Do it. There we go. Alright, so this one, give me the plate. And then we go take this plate. And then we go way down here and take this plate. Alright, well, we're almost done here. Is this Sonic Heroes? Not in the slightest. Those two need to be switched, and these two need to be switched. Done. Alright, go get June. Collector, as they say. Hello, overly analytical viewer. How's it going? Please analyze the stream and tell me all the shit that I'm doing wrong. I do mean that I need suggestions to actually be not a terrible person. I mean a terrible person in general, too. Oh boy, how's it actually going, man? Oh, this is new. We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So, I had to be like her dad. And that meant I bought her Christmas presents every year. Christmas Eve, I'd leave the presents next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look! Santa left me a present. 3 of 10 stream, not enough Sonic Heroes. No, you should really try to do it yourself. 2 hints and you've won the game. Overly analytical viewer, this is actually the 3rd or the 4th playthrough of this. We're doing every ending. This is the 4th time I've been through this game. I've gotten all the bad endings already. But yeah, no, fuck. I've done it myself for the first 3 runs, and then after dying 3 times in a row, I've decided, you know what, fuck it, walkthrough time. Yeah, no, 999 is actually a really good game, I've gotta say. He died 4. No, I've only died 3 times. Not 4. It's over analytical, not overly. Oh, sorry, my bad. There are like 12 bad. Are there? Fuck, I thought there were only 6 endings in general. Yeah, I apologize. I'll just call you analytical. How's that sound? Because Bryce can do good. I can't do good. That's the problem. Alright. Look, look, Santa left me a present. Santa got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad that he got the letter I wrote. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox, marked address unknown. I'd open the letter before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. Jun looked down, uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care. Santa kept talking. But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am. Santa looked sad. Junpei had never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Junpei had decided it was probably best not to ask Santa any more questions. But
What happened?
June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered, but only with an effort. He died. She was killed. Fuck! Fuck, no! Little sister was in the thing with the 7 and the lotus, and god damn it, it's all related. Fuck, man. Fuck. Fuck you, pharmaceutical company. Nobody fucking take drugs that help people anymore. Fuck pharmacies. I count 16 ending, only 5 of which are unique. Oh, okay, so there's like 16 different routes to get to situations, and then 5 of them are... Okay, I see. My mom is a pharmacist. Apex? I'm sorry, but your pharmacy killed this good brother's little sister. Not your pharmacy, though, so it's probably okay. Don't go to that pharmacy. And this track. This track is a fucking roller coaster of emotions. I love it. There was nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale. Alright, let's go. Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time. Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say. Oh, okay, and now we're back to where we can skip. God damn it, though. This is fucking... Cheer up that picture, Will. Okay, that's an adorable Mudkip Kirby, but still, I mean... Fucking... Santa had a little sister, and Santa's such a nice guy. It was this moment when I started caring for Santa. To be honest, I've liked Santa from the beginning. I've suspected him as the murderer a little bit, but as it is now, no, I can't. I can't even start to begin to think that he was killing anybody. Like, there's no way. Santa's... No. Santa's such a good guy. I'm sorry I got you killed multiple times, Santa. Snake, and then this one's Clover, I think. Yep. Santa is too nice to kill. The edgelord is a fucking teddy bear. I know! The edgelord's a teddy bear. It's amazing. Santa, I'm sorry I ever suspected you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm missing 2. You're gonna be mad at all pharmacies from now on. Hi, how can I help you? Fuck you. Oh, I mean, I'm looking for aspirin. Oh yeah, totally. Fuck pharmacies. No. why I think he can, even the nicest people can do the worst thing out of fear, talking from personal IRL experience. Yeah, analytical, I understand that. I really do understand that, but I mean, I don't think Santa's been pushed far enough to have to do that. For the most part, this entire game, he seemed to have been pretty calm and pretty relaxed through most of it. So I don't imagine that something has scared him so hard to the core that he would commit murder. I don't think we're at that point yet. I can understand it happening, but I don't think we're there yet. Okay, I think I'm just missing one more, right? Okay, electric fence. Didn't know that. Fuck, where's the last one? In before Santa butt stabs everyone. No. Santa could never. Santa's too nice. I'd actually be very upset if Santa were the killer. Okay, I can't do this yet. Fuck, where's that last card key? I can't do this just yet, right? Oh, Lotus's card was there. Okay. Well, do the thing. I'm no psychologist. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a psychologist either. But, I don't know. I like to think I'm pretty good at reading how personalities and such are. So, up until now, Santa was the only character I didn't like 9 man aside. Yeah, fuck the 9th man. Fuck the 9th man, he's an asshole. My friend's dad's a doctor because he always shoving fingers up my friend's. Totally. Totally, Bubbles. Definitely a doctor. That'd be heat tripping. Be heat tripping. Wait. I need to pop this out. Pop out. There we go. Now I can actually read things. I'm not sure analytical, to be honest with you. How do we know the main character isn't murderer? The only reason that the main character wouldn't be the murderer is because we are the main character with him, right? So we see everything the main character does, unless the game makers just decide to omit what we do. So it wouldn't be us. I think I should make an appointment with him. I think you're probably pretty good. I think you'll probably be pretty good. Well, analytical, I don't know if you've seen Bungo Stray Dogs, but there is actually a decent example of how that could be a thing in that show, where basically the main character is the murderer, but the reader doesn't know that because the main character and the author are in cahoots. Yeah, I guess if you didn't need a prostate exam, actually, that would make sense. Just then, Junpei heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence.
June, are you okay?
She did not respond. I spun back around to face Ace.
I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You do the box thing, alright?
Haven't seen it? Well, analytical, if you are into anime, I would recommend it. I quite like the show. But yeah, there is a situation in which it is possible for a main character to be the murderer, but it's hard. It's hard to make it happen. And like it's definitely like kind of a bullshit thing to do, I think. Spoiler, haven't seen it, spoiler alert. I don't know what the spoiler alert is for. If you haven't seen it, or if 7 ending 7 other characters or something, I'm so lost. You think Dustnor is the murderer. Ellie, that is the wrong video game. This is not Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
He shoved the cards to Ace's hands and ran off toward June.
Are you alright? What's happened?
Junpei called out to her as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
Ah, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped,
Don't give me that. Now's not the time.
but it's true. I tripped over a box.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot, like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone. So sad I wasn't here for that, because that's my fave game. Which, Explorers of Time or the original? Roadhog is the murderer. He's fucking hooking people left, right, and center. Also, what's this picture, Bubbles? I'm back, mud bitches. I like that. Time? Uh, well, Apex, we're not technically done with that. We still have one more secret. We have 2 more secret episodes to do of that, and also the whole post story. So that's still gonna happen. Analytical. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I don't know what funny Aaron Pie is. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
And probably would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help standing up. I miss the Pokemon Emerald. I think the VODs of Pokemon Emerald are still around, but that's also something that's not done. Pokemon Emerald's not ending until I beat that Battle Frontier. I just need something else to play than just Pokemon.
Still, to fall down like that, I think she's probably still a little messed up.
June was doing her best to busy herself, brushing dust off her dress. Smile looked a little embarrassed and her face was a bit flushed. But she did look a great deal better than she had. Still.
Alright, well, let's get out of here fast as we can so we can get you to the hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, we can get in touch with anyone outside. I'll bet Ace could swing that for you, easy. Ace? Why? Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. What? Why the Ah! No! No! Why is he here then? They're not the bad guys! What?
Was much earlier in this game. Okay, I must have fucking missed that then. Don't want to burn out. Play sessions are pretty much only that until I win/burn out, then never pick it up again. I do the same thing, game, but at the same time, since I'm streaming them, I want to play something else just so that people aren't just like, welp, it's this again. You know? Like already with 999, I feel like I'm playing too much of it. This may be a red herring, yep. Oh god fucking damn it. Okay, so then is Cradle not the bad guys? I don't understand then, because I mean I knew there was something fishy with Ace. Because Ace seemed like too, you know, in kind of thing. Bunny Aaron Poe was in the second class cabin, door 5, I think. Okay, I think I missed. Did Ace ever fall asleep in this stream? You mean where he takes the drug and falls asleep? Like, he takes the drug and says, "Oh, I'm just tired. I'm going to bed." And the real reason was because he wanted to force them to actually go through with it and leave him behind. That did happen. Is that pic that looked like the Rosarch chest? Oh, yeah! That's right, I remember now, game. Thank you. He is president of Cradle or another company. It's probably Cradle. Let's find out.
Renal Pharmaceutical is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Saporil. Saporil.
Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he'd heard about Saporil before. Santa continued.
Saporil.
Saporil is an anesthetic that is gaseous at room temperature, similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For these reasons, it found widespread acceptance with police and military forces in numerous countries. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer, and is practical, ethical, and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Saporil skyrocketed, and as it did, so did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Why do you know all this?
Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple.
I heard it from the old man himself. From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second classroom. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know? Be a weird character contradiction if he was involved in a mess. That's true. Yeah, Ace was Cradle, yeah. You were talking about with Saporil, maybe. That's actually, no, I think that's actually a very good guess. Saporil would make sense. In which case, it's possible that Zero would either be Ace or somebody working for him to be able to get access to it. Because if the drug is, like, that much in demand, it's probably hard to get just as a Samaritan. Or at least that's what I would think.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
As he spoke, Junpei looked over toward Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes.
What the hell is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, alright?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her?
Sure. He gave them both a short nod, then turned and headed toward Ace.
What are you doing?
Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around to look at him. His face was pale and covered in sweat.
What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry. I think perhaps of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
Ace may not be Zero, but may be an assistant as well. An assistant to Zero, or Zero is one of Ace's assistants? Because if Ace is the president, it doesn't make sense for Ace to be assistant to somebody else. Also, hey, Korean. What's up? And I know you knew it. You've seen all this game played and beaten it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Zero worked for Cradle or was... Well, we know that Zero has to be related to something to do with that thing that Cradle did like 9 years ago. So, wait, that means that Ace was still in on what happened like 9 years ago, right? Play the Code Geass DS game, it has Zero. Different Zero, Ellie. Also, there's a Code Geass DS game. Everything he says now is suspicious. That's so true. I've beaten the true ending. Did you beat the true ending, Joseph? I didn't know that. An assistant 2-0. Interesting. Dying trying not to tell you what happens. It's okay, Joseph. We'll figure it out. We'll do it.
Why can't you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held up the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
Never seen this game. I'm just here because I love watching your streams. Oh, Bubbles! This heart is just for you, baby. That's not a heart, that's a 34. I'm sorry, I fucked it up. I just wanted to show you love. Beaten all 3 games, I'm just keeping you guessing. What does that mean, Chet? It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. I totally just mistyped 34 by accident when trying to make a heart. How many people read that and thought, wait, what the fuck? Beaten all 3 games, I'm just keeping you guessing. I appreciate it analytical. And yeah, no, fucking, I'm definitely gonna play the other 2 games. I'm definitely gonna play the other 2 games in this series. Not right away, because like I said, I need a break from visual novel games, but definitely gonna play those other 2. They seem fun. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Made the best attempt he could at a self-deprecating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. Feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit. He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All of the pictures were quite clear and each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable? That was when Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier. Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, or even yours. They can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia.
Her nipples are missing? We have pointed out that fact, yes. Lotus's nipples are missing. It's true. Check the VOD. We've talked about that before. Junpei took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs looking quite depressed.
Ugh.
It was reasonable, of course, that he'd feel that way. If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he keeps Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being.
Oh well.
Doing his best to clear his mind with the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes. It's time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. And now we skip. Okay, now back up the stairs. Alright, do we want to cheat at this? Because we've already done this. We've already done this puzzle, we might as well cheat it. Zero Escape Virtue's last reward is also on PS4 and Windows. Your Time Dilemma is on Windows as well. Like on Steam or something? Or off of something different? Because right now I'm just emulating the DS game, so that'd be interesting. Please, buddy, cheer the fuck up before I stab you. Don't stab him, he's sad. Jesus, man. Back to the Magic Square and lights. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot we had the Magic Square to do too. Steam version of Zero Time Dilemma is probably better too. Fair enough. Cheat? Yeah, I'm cheating here. We've already solved this puzzle. I don't remember what it was though. Or what the numbers were exactly. 999, pin puzzle. Cargo room, storage room. Here we go. each row will light up a highlight. The pins will light up whichever one. Okay. So, cheating is fun. Is that a 1? That's a 1. Okay, and then 9, 1, 2. Killer may be fine either way. Okay. Wasn't ported to Visa, was it? It was only on DS and iOS. Wait, this game was on iOS too? Really? This is actually a perfect game for iOS. Damn. Is being somewhat different. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. 9, 8, 6. 1, 2, 3. World Ends With You is ported to iOS. Fuck! Although World Ends With You is actually something I want to stream sometime. So, we need to do that. Correction 0, Escape Virtues, Last Rewards coming to Steam. CTD is already there. There's 0 time to... Okay. Well, damn. Hell, I might even just be able to do this on fucking Steam rather than having to emulate it through PC. Fair enough. More of a true visual novel since it passed over the escape... Oh. And no gameplay, just text and story choices. Okay, never mind. That sucks then. That's unfortunate. Alright. Then I remember 5 goes in the center. And then I don't remember what the rest of this. 2, 7, 6, 9, 1, 4, 3, 8. There we go. What game on Steam? Zero Time Dilemma. Zero Time Dilemma is a sequel to this game, but I think it's a... Wait, no, it's a prequel, right? It's a prequel to this, right? This game's getting a remaster. Ooh, that'd actually be pretty cool. Although, I'm curious if they would keep the same puzzles or not. I guess they'd probably have to, huh? Build a circle of 10s? It's not even that game. It's 15. We did this before. Wait. Alright, I need to go up there and do this. Oh god, the Pushmaster. Fuck, I don't remember what the Pushmaster Pushmaster one was. Tap the control stick on top of the machine, you'll have to tell the where to go. Wait, what? Do do I think we go this way. Bam. Bam. Whamma-jam. Zero Escape Trilogy was 999 Virtues, Less Reward, Zero Time Dilemma. In that order? Okay. I was always unsure about the order of them. Two... Oh, I can just fucking... There we go. Okay. Alright. There we go. Let's go get the gun, shall we? On Steam for $40. Oh god. Well, I'm emulating the next time I play this game. I don't have $40. Hello, Mr. Gun. Zero, you asshole. The nonary games under that. So it's just going to be called the nonary games then? Instead of 999? Alright, well, let's dance. Wait, if this is the case, then I think that's all the puzzles, so... I think that we finished this path properly, right? It's still $40. Well, I mean, to be fair, the fact that it is still $40 means it's a fucking good game. Alright, let's skip ahead to where we haven't done before. Hi, 999 door. Or 9 door. And before rip. Let's pray that don't happen. But we have definitely done something differently, though, because we've gotten different dialogue options. Not gay, but $40 is $40. Wait. I don't remember what happens right now. Oh, right, Clover disappeared. I forgot. And then we go and get stabbed. Oh, wait, what? As Junpei and Jun ran to the large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in the corners.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
Alright, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
The shower room?
That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him.
Jun bit her lip. She knew, as Junpei did, that there was only one thing to see in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant. So what is this game about? This game is about 9 people who wake up on a boat, and some dude says, "Find your way out of here. If you don't, I'm sinking the boat. Good luck." Yeah, saw on a boat. Best way to put it. Please play How to Full Boyfriend on stream. Isn't How to Full Boyfriend banned from Twitch? I don't know, but for some reason I thought it was.
Well, we might as well check, right? Let's go.
There was a screwdriver stuck between the door and the frame. Junpei and Jun slipped through the door, moved down the hallway, and stepped into the shower room. I believe this game can be finished in 2 playthroughs. Well, this is our 4th, so fuck me. Remake is only for $9.99 in VLR. Interesting, because that makes sense though. ZTT is rather new. No. Not? The bird dating simulator. I know it's a bird dating simulator. That doesn't mean it's possibly banned. Not on the ban list? Okay. Well. 7 votes. If 7 people want How to Full Boyfriend, I will make it happen at some point. 7 people, though. Begin.
No luck.
Yeah, I don't think she's here.
Jun's voice was faint, and she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little green. The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since her last visit. If Junpei had eaten a lunch, he would have difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider.
Wait here.
Jun offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei as he headed around the divider. He stopped at the corner and turned his head. As he'd expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body, lying in a reddish-brown puddle of dried dry and drying blood. There are many ways a man could die, but this... Skull was shattered in the head, little more than a pulboy mass of brain, bone, and viscera. Left arm was hideously twisted into a horrific alien shape, the bright white of the ulnus shining the remains of skin and muscle. Wait. Doesn't Snake have a fake left arm? Like to cast a negative vote. A negative vote towards How to Full Boyfriend. That means that we're at 1 total votes for How to Full Boyfriend. Okay. Got the churning like my dreams. 8th try. Oh boy. Old Kotaku article discussing the Twitch ban list criminal girls. This game about taking anime girls through dungeons then spanking them. Though it came out North America publisher NIS America made some censors changes. As Faye pointed out in Peace last year, if you're gonna release a game like Criminal Girls in the first place, why not go all out? Yeah, that's probably it. Also, I know that Fahrenheit. I don't know, why does Fahrenheit sound familiar to me? I can't think of it, but I know also, I'm pretty sure that any 18 plus game is also banned on Twitch, not just what's listed on there. Snake does have a fake arm. Well then in which case, his arm wouldn't be like messed up like this. His arm would be just fucking plastic arm lying there. Granted, even if it exploded or something, the arm would have just gone flying. Anything with the AO rating? Oh, I thought it was 18 plus. Oh, my bad.
Huh? Wait.
Bright white. Ulna. Bones. The pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they...
AO rating is 18. Is it? I thought that was M. Fuck me. I'm bad.
They had to cut off his arm.
Of course. Of course! Why hadn't he realized it earlier? Clover had told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic, but the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was clearly a real human arm. Or at least it had been once. That meant that corpse. Junpei and June headed back toward the large hospital room. They stepped through the door and out of the shower room. Down the hallway they went, searching for Clover in every corner. They had reached the stairs when Seven appeared, breathless and yelling. Junpei, June, where the hell were you guys? He looked pale and his face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat.
Did something happen?
Seven drew a shaking hand across his face and gulped down a breath of air. Clover is dead. I found her in the first class bathroom. Did she suicide?
Uh, 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 uh.
It was that corpse then, and where's Snake? It has to be him. Well, there's that coffin. I do remember the coffin. We never got to do that. Also, thank you, Bubbles. I try. All sound ceased for Junpei. The world was an empty, muffled expanse. Then he began to hear his own breathing. No, she was stabbed!
Uh,
June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. She tried once more, and then her energy was gone. She collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't, and now she was dead. He stood there, frozen in place. Clover. Clover. It really sucks I don't remember that in another timeline you killed me with an axe. Why? Why had this happened? He forced his body to move. Each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her.
He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath, but she was still warm, not warm, and her eyes were closed peacefully. Would have been easy to think she was asleep. Easy, that is, were it not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. Pulls out Dick, Clover's dead body will have to do.
Jesus Christ! Okay, fuck it. Have your necrophilia fantasy. Go for it. I don't care. I'm sure there's fan fiction of that shit somewhere.
He traced its source to her back. A gash just beneath her shoulder blade. Was the weapon a knife, perhaps? It was a knife. The killer had taken it when they left. When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover's smile. Her innocent, not axe murdery smile. Her energy. He would never see her smile again. He could have done something. He could have helped her. His stomach twisted itself into a sickening knot. Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom.
Are you alright?
It was a foolish question, and he knew it.
Yes, I think so.
His voice was weak. Fever had gone down, but emotional scars she'd received were not likely to recede as quickly. Junpei laid his hand on her shoulder, and they walked back to the bedroom.
You should get some rest.
Lowered June until she was sitting against the bed. She nodded once and stared at the floor. There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and Seven. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, I slowly walked to the center of it. Round heads, plump figures gathered there.
Who was the first to find the body?
Me. Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's hand was up.
Why'd you come to this room?
Look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey guys, I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom in the first class cabin. Come quick. Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something 'cause you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right?
Pink-haired Zodiac killer. Who was the dead guy? Pink-haired Ted Cruz? What? And also, I'm assuming that it's just some body. He picked him up the road, offered him a job. Job wasn't actually that great. Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There's one more thing he needed to ask.
7. There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What's that?
When we finished all the puzzles in this room and got the door open, you stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why'd you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock. So we could come back to this room. Oh. You think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
Seven sighed and shook his head.
Follow me.
There were 2 doors standing next to one another. As Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer, you Canadians wouldn't understand this joke. It's a good point. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. But would you understand the joke of Michael Bublé emerging from his cave as Christmas comes? Oh, Jesus. I hope you had a feast.
But be careful tomorrow, though. Didn't after your last feast you get, like, stuck on a stick or something like that? I don't actually know. I'm not a biblical man. There were two doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right. Behind the door was a closet. Evan stepped inside, stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it, and gestured toward a small box. The box was a small metal cube. He looked at Junpei. Well, this is the reason. This safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Besides, I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. If we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put that plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. Get it now? Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it. Nothing happened. It was as locked as it had been when Seven found it. I'm actually not that much of a fan of Buble or how you spell it. Fair enough. He implicated himself too much. Yeah, no, it's not. Tato flew in and saved everybody. That is the most secret ending. Fuck. I wonder how you get that. I guess somehow fit a potato into the DS cartridge or some shit like that. I don't know. There was one change, however. Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine, reddish-brown powder. Rust. I stared at it for a moment. Had someone opened the safe, dislodging the rust? Junpei left the closet. Devin followed him back to the bedroom. It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat, frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive. Thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there. Was there some other clue, perhaps? Anything that might lead him to whoever had stabbed Clover? He took his time and examined the room carefully. His eyes caught on the door. The door that led to the passageway of the door number 5. Behind that door was the dead body of the 9th man.
Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case.
Oh my god! Don't tell me the 9th man's still alive and killing everybody. I swear to God. How much time do these idiots have left at this point? At least 3 hours. At least 3 hours, I think it was. Or more like almost 2. Something like that. Quietly, he pushed open the door. The smell hit him like a blow to the face. His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale such fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there into a violet froth. It was too much for him, and he vomited. A thin stream of yellow water and bile spattered onto the floor. It sounded like a squish. He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in an arc around the body. What remained of its intestines had slid out onto the floor. The pool of blood that framed it was half dry, but so thick that it had taken on a texture not unlike that of an egg yolk, prepared sunny side up. On the floor, next to the broken mass of the man's head, lay his glasses, cracks of spidering across the lenses. Bloodstains near them had already dried like scabs on the floor. That was when he noticed.
It's gone. It's bracelet. It's gone.
It had been there when Junpei had gone through door 5 before. He was sure of it. Right next to the glasses. But now, it was gone. The number 9 bracelet was gone. But why? Had someone taken it? He was turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice. Huh? Where'd Junpei go? It drifted out to him from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway. Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway? Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room. Did y'all find something?
He thought for a moment before he responded.
No. Nothing.
Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything. In a way, in fact, that was the problem. Something he'd expected to find hadn't been there. The Ninth Man's bracelet.
What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
7 led Junpei back to the bathroom. As Clover's corpse came into view, he felt his heart flip and fall to the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips.
Was it you? What was it you wanted to show me?
His voice was hollow and empty. I searched Clover's body again. I found this. As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head, then knelt down and flipped open her right hand.
What?
He was holding a piece of paper. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Door 4, we need 3 pit. Well, if we had the Ninth Man's bracelet, we wouldn't need it, but the only people who could have gotten it were 7 and Snake, right? Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
Huh?
He wasn't sure what that meant, but it likely didn't matter. Paper was more important. He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were 2 sentences written on it. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. What is this? Some kind of secret code? 7 peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body and into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note. The first clue was likely the phrase sinister hand. Sinister hand means... I don't actually know. So I thought Clover had the bracelet for a bit. Yeah, no, right there I would have thought Clover had the bracelet, because in the axe ending she was taking people's bracelets left, right, and center. Yeah, no, I've never heard the term sinister hand. I'm gonna check that. Sinister hand. I searched Sinister Han by accident, and it brought up pictures of people. Left-hand side. Why did she die with that? I have no... What? With the paper or with the bracelet? Sinister hand is your left hand. Oh, okay. Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. The left hand. What did the left hand mean? I looked at his own left arm. At the bracelet on his wrist. Did the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet? He examined the bracelet closely. There were 2 protrusions on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone. Sounded funny. What did it mean? Truth gone. Maybe those 2 words. About switching them or reading them backwards, that's the same way. Those 2 words, it'd be gone truth. I don't know, what if we were to read it out loud? How about reading it out loud? I said the words to himself quietly. Nothing. It sounded exactly as he'd expected they would. For a different idea. Okay. Let's try reading them backwards. How about reading them backwards? Gone in truth. Inog and hurt. Hurt. They weren't even words. Junpei doubted they had anything to do with the riddle. Good try, though. What about switching them? Gon had truth. Made no more sense than the initial riddle. Less even. Clearly, switching the words wasn't going to help. What else could they mean then? What else could Gon and truth mean? Truth, of course, meant something that was correct. Something that was fact. In other words, something that was right. Would follow then that Gon meant left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. In this case, however, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. So that means truth equals right, and gone equals left. That seemed to make sense. Jinpai looked at the bracelet again. At the two protrusions on the left and right hand of the face. Jinpai pressed them in the following order. Fuck, okay. Truth is gone, and truth is gone. So, it should be right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And then... What? One after another, 8 numbers flashed, on, then off, of the face of Junpei's bracelet. He checked one more time to be sure. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1438342
I'm gonna write that in chat so I don't forget it. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. There we go. I won't forget that. Okay. There we go. There we go. Aw. Hey, what are those numbers? Junpei didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he was sure he would forget the numbers in the order they came in if he said anything. 1438342 Uttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed toward the bedroom. 1438342 Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. Its lock was the only device that he could think of that required a sequence of numbers such as the one he just discovered. Besides, someone had opened the safe at least once already. Had Clover come to the bedroom to open it? 1438342 5, 6, 7, 9 are the only ones that don't show up. Weird. I slowly dialed in the numbers the bracelet had given him. 1 to the right, 4 to the left, 3 to the right, 8 to the left, 3 to the right, 4 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Finished. Junpei heard the small, telltale sound of the lock opening. Grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and pulled it up. Inside was a piece of paper. It was roughly the same size as the ones Clover had been holding. I picked it up. This is what it said. Fact number 1. The nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago. Fact number 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the same game 9 years ago.
What?
Fact number 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceutical CEO, Gentaro Hongu. Wait, CEO. So that would be Ace, right? I think that means it would be Ace. Cradle Pharmaceutical Chief of Staff, Nagisa Nijisaki. Cradle Pharmaceutical R&D Supervisor, Teruaki Kubota. And majority shareholder in Cradle Pharmaceutical, Kagechika Musashido. Gentaro Hongu equals Ace. Yeah, that's what I would think. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved, I now state the truth. 0. Junpei left the closet. There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, 7. June. He looked at each one of them in turn, and slowly placed his hands in the pockets of his vest.
Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you.
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of. What do you want to be sure of? I want to know if the person I suspect is the real culprit is really the culprit.
Wait, then you're saying.
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. I know who's killed Snake and Clover.
The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by attention like a strap of leather stretched to its limit. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. He pretended not to notice.
Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
Makes Snake also look really guilty. Well, kind of. Just because Snake was involved, it doesn't mean that he did it. Or that he was in on it. Like, he got caught up in it once, survived it, and then he just so happens to get caught up in it again. I mean, it could happen. Statistically, he knew what more about it at the start than he was leading off on, but still. Then, almost as if on cue, the bell began to ring. They all heard it. It was the bell from the clock in the main staircase. Bell rang 5 times, then ceased. It was 5 o'clock. They had only an hour left.
We don't have a lot of time. Let's go.
Slowly, one by one, they followed Junpei out of the bedroom.
Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me.
Junpei stopped in front of door 3 and turned around.
Ace, 7, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Huh?
Why? If we need to get in the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it.
Fan theory is that this game series and the Danganronpa series are in the same universe. I haven't played Danganronpa yet, but I have been told to play that game. I will have to look into that sometime.
Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover.
Junpei's implication was clear, and 7 understood perfectly. Ugh. Fine.
What about you, Ace and Lotus?
Wait, 7's not the killer. Or, not 7. Snake's not the killer. He better not be.
Very well. Sure.
Quickly, they pressed their palms onto the red. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door, as Junpei had instructed. 3 asterisks shown from the res display panel. How much longer will you be streaming? We're probably gonna finish this path tonight. That's what I'm thinking. We're finishing this path. Pai approached it and held his bracelet over the scanner. He made quite sure that he didn't place his palm on it, instead only brought his bracelet near it. The 4th asterisk appeared, just as Junpei had expected. It was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red, as long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down. Door 3 opened like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds passed. And the door shut, unfed. Junpei walked slowly back to the others who were waiting some distance from the door, talking to one another. Santa and June had joined them as well. It looked as though they hadn't found a chance to break into the conversation yet. As Junpei approached, they turned to look at him, curiosity plain on their faces. Before long, the other three did as well. Clearly, they were all expecting some answers.
Thanks. I appreciate your cooperation.
Clearly, they had hoped for something more forthcoming. He continued.
By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei. Of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
What?
Ace's voice was full of surprise, but it was also tinged with confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised. Santa looked especially shocked to discover that he was actually someone else. If he spoke, however, the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly continued.
The clothing I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei, and the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital root would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right?
Only then, when it was too late, did Ace realize his mistake. He set his jaw and glared at Junpei.
You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5.
As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist up to show everyone the bright red 5 on his wrist.
Sorry, Ace. I tricked you. Of course I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I?
What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
And you answered.
If you were Santa, the door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now.
Most people wouldn't say something like that. As their justification for why I'm not Santa, I mean. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth. So did Ace. He could hear a sudden buzz of conversation from the others. Prosopagnosia. What's that? He heard Lotus begin to explain it to them. Ace glanced at them and turned back toward Junpei and sighed.
Very well. I confess. I have prosopagnosia. Cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kinda bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
Ace's face tightened. His eyes narrowed.
What do you mean?
Pai leaned casually against the iron piping of one of the beds.
I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him.
Junpei was suddenly very aware of 5 pairs of eyes on him. He had their undivided attention now. The room had grown very, very quiet. Junpei took a deep breath.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you?
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first, think back to a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital room. There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us.
Lotus looked away awkwardly. Pai glanced at her and continued.
Then you, Ace, said, I'll stay here. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if A stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Door 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind.
Come on now. I think that's going a bit far. I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please don't devalue my actions. I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Huh.
Junpei stared off into the darkness, said something very interesting, and lazily began to dig a persistent bit of wax out of his ear.
You already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Bleeding was not something he'd heard from Ace before. Junpei pulled the piece of wax from his ear, glanced at it, and flicked it off into the darkness.
Ah, well, that's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. Second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I'm not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room, it's not Snake's.
What? What?
Ace's face went pale. The others looked confused as well. If the body wasn't Snake's.
I didn't put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He'd lost his real arm in an accident. But the body we saw in that shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood. In other words, Guy X couldn't possibly have been Snake.
Oh god. No. That's impossible.
Asa started muttering deliriously to himself, shaking his head back and forth. Junpei was long past caring.
Let's say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. It would have been obvious they were different people. Yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait. Wait just a moment. Let's say you're right and I mistook Guy X for Snake. Even if I did, I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If you ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that to happen. So, to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that, or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. Never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't even let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something.
Yeah, that's about the only question I have, Analytical.
He didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you... Hold on a minute.
For the first time since the beginning of Junpei's explanation, someone besides Ace spoke.
What's the past that Ace wouldn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against him? Look at this.
He handed Santa a small piece of paper. Santa squinted at the paper and began to read.
The nonary game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people: Cradle Pharmaceutical CEO, Gentaro Hongu. What is this?
Slowly, Santa looked up from the paper. His eyes met Junpei's.
It's the message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first-class cabin.
Then, suddenly,
Give me a break.
Ace's face was red and shaking. His voice was full of fury, tinged with desperation. That paper is a lie. Someone is trying to frame me.
Me. You said me, right?
His eyes narrowed, and the trap began to close. Ace inhaled sharply. His eyes flicked off Junpei to something, anything else.
Wouldn't that mean that you're admitting you're Hongu, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical? Or am I mistaken?
As if it was as though a switch had been flipped. Color drained from Ace's face as he realized what he'd done. His eyes went wide. Very well, I admit that much. I'm certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gintaro Hongu. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything on the scrap of paper is bullshit. Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all, Ace stammered as he tried to desperately work himself up to a more tenable position. Junpei, you're claiming I did all this by myself. Think that over, alright? How could I have outkilled Snake all by myself?
Not Snake. It was Guy X.
I don't care who it was. You said the killer put this other man into door 3, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have possibly done that alone. Couldn't have opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X.
Nope. You could have. Huh?
Huh? Huh? What? Ace's face was tight and his teeth were clenched. Junpei fixed him with a level stare. The trap was about to close.
Actually, Ace. When you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then. I took this.
Junpei put his hand into his pocket. No, you couldn't have. Ace's right hand moved. Junpei smiled.
I got you, Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I need to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your pocket? It's the number 9 bracelet, isn't it? Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3. That's how you killed Guy X by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket.
Ace lowered his hand from where it had stopped, halfway to his pocket. He looked down at the floor, his face hidden from Junpei. All he could see was the corner of Ace's mouth, twitching like a dying fish.
If you want to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead. Tell me I don't have the bracelet if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, Seven?
Yeah. It'd be my pleasure. Seven cracked his knuckles with a sound like gunfire. Ace roared with laughter. His arms widened, his head back, and laughed, filling the room with a sound that scarcely belonged there. Then it stopped. His arms came down, and his head dropped to look straight ahead at Junpei. His face was flat and cold, devoid of any emotion. Well done, Junpei. As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class cabin on B deck. Voice showed no emotion, no sense of remorse or interest. He was almost bored, as though he were reciting an especially dull corporate letter. My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the nonary game. Adding 9 to any set of numbers won't alter the digital root. Wow, that's actually fucking powerful. As you can see, 9 is a very useful number here. With it, one can go anywhere, with anyone. So I made for the first-class cabin to obtain it. Ace successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. He also found an unexpected bonus, the knife the ninth man had been holding. He slipped both of them into his chest pocket and left, as quickly as he'd come. He walked down the stairs and headed back to where he was supposed to be. That was when he met Guy X and mistook him for Snake. Snake was on his way to the large hospital room and had not noticed Ace behind him. Ace made sure it stayed that way. He followed the man wearing Snake's clothes to door 3. When the man stopped, he walked up behind him quietly and called out, "Snake." The man turned to look at Ace. He said nothing. No words came out of his half-open mouth. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half asleep. Perhaps he'd been drugged? It didn't matter to Ace. Ace was certain the man was Snake. He knew Snake had been part of the nonary game 9 years before. Snake hadn't recognized Ace immediately, but he was blind. That much made sense. Why then hadn't Snake said anything to him? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the nonary game, but not once had he attempted to confront Ace. Perhaps his lack of sight had prevented him from recognizing Ace. Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive Ace. In either event, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. Ace's mind was made up. He moved. He held the number 9 bracelet over the red. He waved his own bracelet in front of the red, and finally grabbed Snake's arm, shoved his hand against the scanner panel. The door opened, and Ace threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, the door shut. "81 seconds passed. The man inside the door passed away.
After that, I returned to my post as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to the large hospital room when the 1 a.m. bell rang.
Ace's eyes were cold, and his cheeks were hollow and pallid. When he spoke, only his lips and tongue moved. The rest of his face was eerily still. I glared at Ace. He took a deep breath and thought about the next question he had to ask. He didn't want to. He knew what the answer would be. He just didn't want to hear it. I swallowed and spoke.
Ace, did you kill Clover?
Yes,
Why? Why did you kill her?
she was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door number 1. It seemed likely she might have found it.
Found what?
Why don't you go through door number 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden somewhere.
Evan and Lotus interrupted.
Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too.
We didn't see anything suspicious. Yes, I thought as much after I heard your report at the central stairs. I doubt the two of you could find it.
Aw.
Huh? But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found it. I was therefore desperate to find her. And at last I did. The first-class cabin. I spoke very calmly. Did you see it?
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand. You were in the captain's quarters, weren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Hmm. Very well.
Huh?
By the way, what are you doing here, Clover?
What? Nothing.
There's blood on your shoes. It looks fresh.
Um,
Did you go take a look at the ninth man's corpse? I see. Your silence suggests that you noticed. You saw something, didn't you? Saw that his bracelet was gone.
Clover ran. She made for the exit, but Ace stood in her way.
You aren't going anywhere.
Caught her by the collar as she passed and threw her to the floor hard. She leapt back up and darted past him into the hallway. Ace followed at a run. He was faster. Fucking Ace.
That was how I kill Clover.
His face hadn't changed. He felt guilt or remorse or anything one might feel after taking the life of another human being. It didn't show. You son of a bitch! Seven's whole body trembled with rage and his voice rumbled with hate. Santa's eyes were bloodthirsty and Lotus and June's faces were distorted by anger and hatred. Ace looked at them and smiled. It was a cold, cruel thing with no humor in it. He shook his head and sighed.
I admit it. I've lost. I have lost completely and utterly. But don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose to you. I lost to Zero, not you. I'm rather disgusted with myself for falling into such a simple trap. It was a trap. Made no mistake. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room, if he wasn't Snake, and I have no idea who he was, but he was wearing Snake's clothes, and that was no coincidence. He had also been injected with something that reduced his cognition and prevented him from identifying himself or resisting me. And we can't forget the components that were removed from the red before we arrived. I have no doubt that Zero planned all of this. Zero made sure I would kill that man. It follows, of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take the number 9 bracelet. That I would try to kill Snake. Everything. Suddenly, Junpei remembered the paper he'd found in the safe. Remembered the last words Zero had written on it. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive, that innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. Zero. And he remembered other words. Words he'd heard from Clover.
I think Zero is one of us.
One by one, Junpei looked at the 5 people standing in front of him. Ace, Santa, June, Seven, Lotus. Zero is one of us. No, Junpei paused. There was one more person. Snake. It was clear now that the man who died in the shower room was not Snake. That meant that Snake was almost certainly still alive. Perhaps Snake was Zero. Perhaps Snake had made Guy X wear his clothes so that he would appear to be dead. Where was Snake now? Perhaps he was somewhere laughing at them. If he was Zero, surely he had lied about many other things. Was he watching them?
Well, I believe I've finished with my confession. Why don't we get moving?
He sounded as if he just finished doing nothing more exciting than describing the weather. For Santa, it was the last straw.
What the hell is this shit? You aren't going anywhere, you son of a bitch. We're gonna leave your ass here to rot.
Why? Because I killed Clover? That's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that I killed the little bitch? She was nothing to you. A stranger you only met a few hours ago. Am I wrong?
Oh, you bastard.
Seven roared and lifted a fist that would likely have shattered Ace's jaw, but someone else was faster. It was Lotus. She stepped forward toward Ace, raised a fist of her own, and drove it straight into his nose.
Huh. Got some fire, don't you? I confess, I rather like a tougher woman.
He sniffed and wiped a small trickle of blood from his nose with a raised eyebrow.
Well, maybe you'd like another one then. Before that, let me give you one of my own. Huh?
Lotus scarcely had time to blink. Ace snaked his arms around her and pulled Lotus's back up against him. The same motion, he reached into his coat pocket. Oh, you did take the fucking gun! You son of a bitch! It was a gun. A revolver. Almost lazily, he tilted it to point it at Lotus's head.
If any of you so much as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger. I've already killed 2. No, 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it 4.
3 people? What do you mean?
Very well. Let me take this opportunity to illuminate you. The person who killed the 9th man was me. Although, I suppose to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed. While we were examining the main staircases, he came to me and told me his name. I recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie. Seems the settings for the dead were altered. That only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet. Investigate what's beyond the door 5. We'll meet again later.
Okay, have a good one, guys. I'm going off ahead now. Well then. Shit, why isn't it stopping? God damn it, you lied. Oh, open the door, please. I'm begging you, help me. Please get me out of here. Get me out here. Oh my god, there's no time left. Listen, I was lied to. He lied to me, he put me in here. It was him. He killed me. It was him. Yet.
I had 4 reasons for killing him. 1, as I said before, in the nonary game, the number 9 bracelet is of utmost importance. If I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided he should be eliminated early on. 2. I wanted the number 9 bracelet. If I could manage to obtain it, I'd be able to manipulate the game as I saw fit. I would be unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. 3. Even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble for me. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago. It was important that I eliminate him before he was able to disseminate this information. Lastly, I wish to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this nonary game was serious or a poor attempt at a joke. I needed to be quite sure. As such, I encouraged him to act against the rules so that I might observe the outcome. I glared at him.
I don't get your third motive. What the hell happened 9 years ago?
Didn't I say? The nonary game was played. I planned it out, and I conducted its execution.
Why? What on earth was it supposed to do?
I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you that.
Ace smirked. He was trying to provoke them, and it was working. Although Ace had paid very little attention to Lotus after catching her, the gun never wavered from her temple. She looked quite pale, and when she spoke, her voice shook.
Hey, what's with this gun? Where did he get this? Why don't you tell her, Santa?
Santa ground his teeth and glared at Ace.
On the other side of door 6, we found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room. Right? The bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking.
Indeed I did. That was a pretty serious mistake, you know. Just saying you intended to leave it behind.
Ace laughed, a short, decisive snort, and gave Junpei a sickling pity look.
Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then.
Where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I had assumed it would be obvious. I have the number 9 bracelet.
Oh my god, who would be of most value with the Ace bracelet? It was Ace!
And now I have Lotus.
9 plus 8 plus 1 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Wasn't there a door with a 9 on it in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it?
And how do you know that?
Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover.
I see. Well, you are correct. That is my destination. But now I must say goodbye to all of you. And please don't forget my warning. Move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door, you know.
As he spoke, Ace began backing toward the door, practically dragging Lotus behind him. Junpei, Santa, June, 7 stood frozen. Ace had the face of a man gone mad. They had no doubt he would pull the trigger. Ace had reached the exit. He forced Lotus to open it, then turned and addressed them once more. Goodbye. Then he stepped through the door. It fell shut. In the blink of an eye, they were gone. As soon as Ace and Lotus were gone, Junpei and the others leapt for the door in pursuit of Ace. But as Junpei laid his hand on the doorknob, there was a noise behind him. He looked over his shoulder. June was kneeling on the floor, breathing heavily.
Hey, June, what happened? Are you alright?
Santa ran to June and wrapped his arm around her before she could collapse all the way.
Jesus, you're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay?
June's fever had returned, again for no apparent reason. Her eyes were watery and her eyelids dropped. Breath came in dry, shallow gasps.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Really, I'm fine. You should be worrying about Lotus.
She was breathing hard now, and she could barely summon the strength to talk. Junpei was torn. He couldn't leave June alone in the state she was in. But every moment they waited, Ace was farther away, Lotus' life in his hands. What was Junpei supposed to do? June's eyes drifted to Junpei's. She managed to muster a weak smile.
Dumpy, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Don't you remember? I just needed to rest a little bit this time. So, please save Lotus.
Think about what Ace has already done, Junpei. When he's got what he needs from Lotus, you really think he's gonna let her just walk away? God damn it! You guys go on ahead. As soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go!
Junpei looked at June. She nodded once. She couldn't manage much more. But it was all the confirmation Junpei needed. His resolve was set.
Alright. Come on, Seven. We're going after Ace.
Hell yeah!
Santa, you take good care of June. I'm trusting you.
Santa nodded. Junpei turned before he had the chance to change his mind and started running toward the door. He could hear Seven's heavy footsteps behind him.
Let's go.
Junpei and Seven exploded into the hallway, their feet pounding the metal floor as they ran. Well, yeah, Lotus. I don't think Lotus lost her bracelet. When would that have happened? Are there 2 separate 9 combinations? There are if everyone lives, yes. Oh, oh, oh. Junpei and Seven had finally arrived at the church, exhausted and out of breath. As their lungs struggled to catch their breath, their eyes frantically scanned the room. No sign of Ace or Lotus. You think they already went through? He reached up to wipe a palm full of sweat from his brow.
Maybe.
Even as he spoke, Junpei was already on his way to the larger of the number 9 doors. He looked at the red. Where's the number 2 bracelet? Snake should still have it, assuming Snake is alive. The display panel read vacant. He spun around and headed toward the smaller door. The red would tell him if Ace and Lotus had moved to another room.
Engaged. It's occupied.
Well, that means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah, seems like it.
Junpei and Seven stepped away from the door. They retreated to the center of the room and began to talk. Get back to the dead guy. The dead guy had the door opened. Fuck. Peter died. What did I miss? In the last 4 minutes, not a ton. Don't worry. What do we do now?
Yeah, what should we do? Well, the big door is still vacant, but...
The 2 of us can't do anything with it.
Yeah. First of all, our digital route is not 9.
Just then, they were pondering what to do next. There was a noise like someone hitting a thick wooden panel. Junpei looked up, surprised. Seven followed suit, his eyes jumping around the room, looking for a source of the sound. It wasn't long before they found the altar. Yeah. Or more precisely, what was on it.
A coffin.
Oh yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you never know till you try, right? The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
I forget.
Huh.
Anyway, we've got to try.
Junpei and Seven leapt at the coffin. He grabbed hold of what purchase they could find and pulled.
Ah,
Ugh.
damn it.
See, didn't I tell you? You could just pull it open. Why would it have something like that? Seven pointed at the keypad on the side of the coffin.
Right, so unless I put in the right passcode, it's not going to open.
The noise hadn't stopped. In fact, as it continued, it only got louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do, Junpei wondered. Some sort of clue somewhere? They stood there for a few moments, staring at the coffin, and then Seven spoke. Hey, Junpei, I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first class cabin. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was hiding, right? Truth had gone, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock that safe.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero set up both of these.
Yeah, probably.
Well then, they might have set the same passcode for both of them.
That's ridiculous.
Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
Just be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number.
How do you know that? You never know until you try. The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
You. Junpei, stop being a bitch, open the damn box.
Fine.
He knelt down in front of the keypad and looked at it. Perhaps because he'd repeated them so many times before, the numbers came easily to Junpei's mind. Wrong password, the boat will now self-destruct. Jesus Christ. No, not Clover. 143833421. Quickly he typed them in. He checked that he'd entered the right numbers, took a deep breath, and pressed the E button. It only took a moment.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
There was a click. And with a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off onto the floor. Someone sat up from inside.
Snake!
Why?
Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere?
Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone else would be. Junpei and Seven looked at one another. There was a great deal he needed to know, but... they had to tell him something. However, so they began to talk. Snake explained to them how he came to be locked in the coffin. Apparently he'd been hit by some sort of knockout gas, and Junpei and Seven explained what had happened to the rest of them. I gotta admit, yeah, Snake's new clothes are nice. There was one thing, however, that neither Seven nor Junpei could bring themselves to say. That Ace had killed Clover. They feared that if Snake knew, he might well go insane. They decided as much that by the look of the moment Snake had climbed out of the coffin. Snake's story explained frustratingly little. Zero's true identity was a mystery, as were his intentions. Why had Zero put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Zero had left a note for him to say that an honorary game had been played 9 years ago. Was there some connection? Junpei put the question to Snake. His answer was less than illuminating. How did this timer not go off? Who put him there? Why did they move? So many questions, I know! And it was less than illuminating.
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Seemed as though Yugi... Sorry, not Yugi. Whenever I do my Pegasus voice, I think Yugi boy. God fucking damn it. It seemed as though Snake was perhaps not being entirely honest, but that knowledge did Jinpai and Seven little good. No matter how many times they asked, he insisted that he knew nothing. It was becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give in, and every second they spent asking him was a second wasted. Their time limit was fast approaching. Snake's release from the coffin had changed nothing. They still needed to follow Ace as quickly as possible. However, they stood in silence, the overpowering atmosphere of the chapel almost stifling. Junpei, Seven, and Snake simply stood at the loss for what they should do next.
What do we do now?
He glanced over at Snake's wrist. Sure enough, he could see the 2 on the bracelet of Snake's wrist.
The 3 of us can't make a digital route of 9.
Yeah, just get 5.
We're stuck here then.
Oh. Hey, I just remembered something. Seven began patting his pockets as if he were checking to see if any of them held anything.
What?
What is it?
I found something earlier.
What did you find?
This. Finally found the pocket he wanted, and his hand dove into it. Seven pulled out something round and metal. Bracelet. There was no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face like a cartoon eye.
0. Zero's bracelet.
What the hell? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he'd been able to see, he would have noticed Seven look away. Clover gave it to me.
She did.
Yeah.
How did she come by it?
Well, she found it, see? On the other side of door 1, A deck in the captain's quarters. Where is Santa and June? June passed the fuck out again, so they're way back there. Activated my trap card as well, yes. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky for her to be lugging around.
It was a lie, and Junpei knew it.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing. Alright, Junpei. Been nice knowing you.
What? What?
7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9. Come on, man. I'm just kidding. Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand, alright? Without waiting for response, he started walking toward the door. Junpei and Snake followed him, quietly. Before long, they found themselves in front of the larger of the 2 doors. Seven and Snake put their palms on the red. Once they'd done that, Seven put the number 0 bracelet on the scanner panel as well. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. No longer believe June's little story or Snake's arm or the puzzles because it's all a big dream and you have to go to school. Fuck that, I'm graduated. 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 8. 9, not 8. Now they just needed to pull the lever and the door would open. Error.
Huh? Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so they must have registered the 0 bracelet.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
Junpei nodded. They decided to use the following combination. Because it's in hexadecimals. Wait, what? It's in what? Cleaver. Cleaver's not gonna work, Apex. 6. Fuck, I don't know. Fucking this one. It doesn't work, okay. If it's not a 0, then it's an O. It's not a 9, it's a Q. Oh. Door didn't open. Mysterious bracelet door wasn't 4. I continued. Okay, well Q is fucking ridiculous then. It's probably gonna be snaking me in the bracelet anyways. No, it's not. Fuck. How did Ace go through? It's possible one door was meant to be Q and one door was meant to be 9. And actually, you know what? Leaving Snake behind works for us because of the whole fact of 3 plus 4 plus 2 equals 9. So we're actually good there. It opened.
Yes, so it would seem.
Seven clearly hadn't thought their experimentation would produce anything useful and looked rather confused. Snake was, as usual, calm and smug. The door slid closed. Junpei's forehead furrowed as he thought.
That meant the number for the mysterious bracelet was 6.
But how could it be 6? The display on the bracelet clearly showed a 0. Suddenly, from somewhere far beneath them, they heard the creak and groan of tearing metal. With it came the sound of water pouring into parts of the ship that had, until recently, been dry. Aw man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh?
At any rate, we now know that the door can be opened. Let's go.
But, Snake, are you sure?
Yeah, you know that only Junpei and I can go through this way.
You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem. My last resort, but if now is not the time for last resorts, then when?
Last.
Resort. Well, let's go, 7. We have some ass to kick. Been almost 9 hours. Fuck then, if there's a puzzle in this is the only puzzle I haven't done then. Junpei 7 Snake ran full tilt down a long straight hall. Why the fuck did you go with them, Snake? Snake! Snake! They were headed for the stern of the ship and had no time for distractions. As they ran, 7 spoke. Gotta admit, really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine most people would have taken it to mean that I was 0. Once they had convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of making it out of here alive, let alone unscathed. I felt it blessed to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
Snake's plan had been simple but effective. He simply removed his bracelet. How? Junpei it looked as though Snake had simply crushed the bones of his hand until they were small enough to fit through the wristband. Of course, that would have been practically impossible, so how had he done it? Oh my god, he just took off his fucking prosthetic arm! He took off his fucking arm!
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm.
Snake had slid the bracelet off and tossed it into the coffin. The gun, he had little to fear from the numbered doors. He walked through. Oh my god, that way the bracelet's still there, so the two of them can get out. Okay. Please, Snake, fucking not Snake, Santa and June, please be smart. He walked through the door easily without authenticating. He stepped out the other side unscathed and began running down the hallway, alongside Seven and Junpei. He kept running for a while longer, and eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. They stopped and peered down the staircase. As far as they could tell, it went all the way to the bottom deck. There didn't seem to be any flooding. They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. I swear to god, if we're getting the fucking submarine. There's still the 2 bracelet of the fake Snake. Yep. It only took a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck. There was a single hallway in front of them, at the end of which was a single door. Junpei threw it open. Inside was a massive iron gate. A plate was affixed to the top of it. It read Incinerator. Incinerator?
Oh my, that doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate, perhaps?
Yeah. Right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it shall only take half a day or so.
Uh,
Oh.
uh.
Junpei grumbled, gave Snake a dirty look, and jogged over to the letter.
If you pull it, the door ought to open.
Got it.
He pulled the lever down. Minds are about to be blown in 6. Fuck. With the rumble of an ancient motor, the door opened. There was no need to hold back and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. Standing in front of them were Ace and Lotus. Ace still had the revolver in his hand. He still pressed hard against Lotus's temple in the exact same way that they were left. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the tip. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. She was terrified, but perhaps more interested in what Junpei saw behind them. 9. Another number 9 door. But why? Why was there another one? The door stopped Junpei in his tracks. He simply shouldn't have been there. As his brain finally began to consider why. The whine of a warming klaxon filled the air, drowning out any thought. You want me to leave? Wait, what? Guys, is something going on in what? I think you guys both meant Ace and misinterpreted it for each other. God. I like how both of you are thinking, man, fuck that guy, fuck Ace. And then you just look at each other and take it as Oh god. That was a confusion. Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Oh my, how exciting. You've run quite a show here, Zero.
Terrifying smile twisted Ace's face.
What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain. It's said that the incinerator system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame. Huh? Who are you? You don't recognize me. I'm hurt. It's me, Snake. Snake. Ah, yes, you are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
Ace's voice didn't change. Snake ground his teeth.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you get here? Snake, Junpei, 7. 3 of you couldn't have opened the door with a 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps? What? What?
Oh fuck, that totally would have worked.
Oh well, your reaction suggests that you did not. Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's bracelet?
I felt his chest tighten.
Oh, they haven't told you. Told me what? Hmm, clearly not. Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment, but I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover,
Don't do it, Ace. Keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Clover,
I said stop it. Don't listen to him, Snake.
Junpei could feel his voice going hoarse, but Snake didn't listen to him.
what happened to Clover?
Ace looked at him. The corner of his mouth curled into the hook of a cruel smile.
Clover died.
Oh my god! The color left Snake's face. He shook his head weakly.
No, that's not true. That's impossible. It's a lie. It has to be a lie. Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see. What? I'm sorry. Did I stutter? I killed her.
Snake's face twisted into a mask of rage, molted red rising to dot his pale skin. His entire body shook. He looked at Junpei's disturbingly like a demon.
I would have rather she died with less suffering. A bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife. The one the ninth man had. You remember. I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her ribs. Her flesh was so soft. My knife slid in so easily. There was no resistance. That feeling was, I confess, I feel rather excited. It is a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
I'm going to kill you.
Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible.
Hmm? I'm sorry, what? I'm going to kill you. Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please, do. Come now, I'm waiting.
Don't do it. Don't listen to him, Snake.
Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head.
Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't, Snake.
Don't do it. But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything.
Ah. Ah. Gah!
Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber, full of rage and despair.
Snake.
Snake! I thought he didn't die in this one.
Yeah.
Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. She ran across the room toward Junpei, her eyes wide with terror. Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her, and she'd made a run for it. He reached Seven and Junpei and ducked behind them. I could feel her fingers on his arm, tight enough to be painful, keeping him between her and Ace. Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
Give me the woman.
He raised the gun.
I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door. Quickly now. I don't have time for your shenanigans.
In the center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human larva, prone and vulnerable on the floor.
I see. It would seem I have no choice. The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. One for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of an idiotic man you call Seven. I will take Lotus's body with me and leave this room.
Incineration will begin in 4 minutes.
Well, it looks as though our time together is at an end. I rather enjoyed playing with you. Goodbye.
And I could see Ace's finger tighten, see it begin to squeeze down on the trigger. Body tensed, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh. Then, it happened. Snake stood up.
What? No. That's impossible.
The first time, Ace's composure broke. With obvious effort, Snake lunged forward, one step closer to Ace. Then another. He looked, for all the world, like a zombie.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
His voice with the mournful wailing of the undead.
Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. If you come any closer, I'll get away from me.
Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued to stiff, inexorable approach, his eyes twin pools of pure fury.
Listen to me. I said don't come any closer. Shit. You bastard.
Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times the air in the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet. Snake. You did it, buddy. Game audio crackling? Yeah. Sometimes that happens, game, with emulators. I'm sorry. Snake, though. Snake, thank you for your sacrifice. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt into the air across his body. Fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Snake made a strange sort of choking cough. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled and his broken and battered body slid to the floor. Snake? Snake? Snake! Incineration will begin in 3 minutes. But Snake wasn't done. Even as the pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid toward Ace. One bloody arm wrapped itself around Ace's leg, and the other gripped his thigh with strength that could have been long gone.
You son of a bitch. You're a monster. Get off of me. Let me go. Damn you.
He kicked at Snake with his free leg, driving his foot into Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder. It made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once a snake has ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it.
This is it. Ace. We're going to burn to death. Together. What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Ah! Damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay. Look, think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital. It has excellent doctors. You're not wounded too seriously. I'm sure they could fix you up.
Ace, you put 5 bullets in this man's chest. I think he's fucked.
You don't have to die. You can be saved. Just let me go. Pathetic. Begging for your life.
Then Seven and Lotus began to speak. Junpei could hear tears in their voices and their words were strained. Snake, that's enough. You can stop now.
Yes, he's right, Snake. You've done enough.
Come on, Snake, let's go. Let's get out of here.
You have to come with us. We have to leave together.
Snake turned toward him. He coughed, and blood spattered across the floor. Then he smiled a sad sort of smile.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You'd best forget about me. You need to leave soon. I'm going to take him with me. Shut up. Be quiet. I couldn't save Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go. Go now. You have to go.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute. God damn it, shit! We're out of time! We have to go! Seven ran toward the exit. Lotus followed him. But Junpei couldn't move. There were white lines down Snake's cheeks and his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt as though his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung, and he tried desperately to swallow to clear the lump in his throat.
Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here. Now.
Junpei's chest tightened, pulled taut by anger, misery, and a cold feeling of emptiness. Pure emotion surged to his heart, alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building. What the fuck? What did I just do?
Snake! Snake!
Junpei's rational mind was gone. He was driven by instinct now, and he launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace. Or he tried to. Turn the speed up. I don't know how I turned the speed up. Love this stream so much, it's much fun. Briseus. Oh, thanks, Bubbles. I think it's minus to turn the speed back down. Okay, let me okay, we're good. Thanks, game. Wait, don't be an idiot, Junpei. Felt a hand grab him from behind. It was Seven. Before he had time to react, the larger man had pinned Junpei's arms to his sides, was hauling him bodily back toward the door.
No! No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
Ah! Urgh.
7, 6.
Damn it, I don't got a choice, kid. Don't blame me for this, alright? Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Ugh.
1, 0. Gates 2 and 3 are locked down. Beginning incineration. Junpei felt Seven's fist bury itself deep in his stomach, and then his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. It slammed shut behind them. Junpei struggled to shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus, only a short distance away. Analytical. Thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Junpei ran to the door. There was a small window cut into it. Inside, he could see Ace and Snake.
Shit. Damn you all. Why? Why? Why me? I don't deserve this. Answer me. Answer me, Zero. Why? Why? Zero. Zero. Zero!
He didn't know how much time passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and not for the hand she'd put against the wall. Junpei didn't think she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired, confused. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing, simply began to walk toward the open door, the hallway they'd come down earlier. Oh, hey! Wait, Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
Blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped.
You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June.
You're gonna bring them here.
No.
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait. Alright?
He began to walk again. He looked over his shoulder and watched Seven and Lotus grow smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. He turned around again, where he was going. They'd walked through the hallway earlier. He noticed an elevator at the end of the side hallway. If it still worked, then maybe. Before long, Junpei found himself in front of the elevator. Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it. Pushed it, and the door opened. Junpei was in the large hospital room.
June, Santa,
Kept calling and walked to the center of the room. But try as he might, he couldn't find them.
damn it. Where did they go?
Increasingly frustrated and increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. Couldn't shake the feeling, but there was a part of him that it felt would be wrong, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead. Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the chapel. Stepped inside, expecting to find nothing, but there, on the red carpet in the center of the room, June, no, codenames didn't matter any longer. She was Canny.
Canny!
Junpei cried her name and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her.
Oh man, Canny!
He stumbled to a stop. As he looked down at her body, lying so still on the floor, he felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was still, so very still. What don't you like analytical? No, no, it couldn't be. Impossible. Slowly, Junpei bent down toward her. His hand shook and he felt very cold and very hot at the same time. He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly it rose and fell. Relief washed over him.
Canny!
Junpei reached down and gently, very gently, lifted her up.
Canny! Canny! Are you alright?
Jumpy.
Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were black, blank, and cloudy. He stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold, very cold. Junpei tried to convince himself that it was only his imagination, but she felt as though she were fading away. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest.
Oh man, Canny! What the hell happened to you? You feel...
Jumpy. I'm sorry.
Her voice was very faint.
I might not make it.
No way! No way am I gonna let you die. I'm gonna save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You've gotta hang on, alright, Canny?
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me?
Fucking less than 34. Apex, I call your bullshit on hatred.
I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. Really long time.
Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame. He looked down at Akane. Game over. There was a crack of static from above his head, and a voice spoke. 0.
You son of a bitch! Where are you hiding?
Pai frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice. I am right here. I've always been close to you.
What the hell are you talking about?
No matter. I will tell you again. Game over. This game has ended.
No, it hasn't. I'm not gonna let you end it. I'm gonna get out of here with Canny.
You can't. That is impossible.
Why?
Because you chose the wrong path.
The wrong path.
That is correct. Your path is inevitable, however. Admit defeat. Where there is shadow, there is light. Where there is light, there is shadow. So it goes.
What are you talking about?
It matters not. The loser has been decided.
I told you I'm not gonna lose.
No, you must understand. You haven't lost. I have lost.
What?
I didn't have time to ponder what that meant before. I heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it 0?
Canny, wait here. I'll be right back, I promise.
He managed a single nod. I laid her back down gently and leapt for the door. Yanked it open and shot outside. No one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere.
Damn it!
He didn't want to leave Canny alone any longer than he had to, so Junpei turned around and headed back to the chapel.
Canny?
She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She'd been lying there on the floor just moments before, and now she was gone.
Oh god. No, no! Where is she? Canny! 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 Canny!
His cry split the heavens themselves. He screamed until his voice gave out. Then he screamed some more. But there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away, and all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it. A strange smell, one he'd smelled before. The smell of a peculiar white smoke. 9 seconds later, Junpei's mind leaked out. Wait. God fucking damn it! Kind of have to do all the bad endings first. God fucking damn it, of course. The end, or is it? Wait, is this just the... Wait, what? Now it is time. Let our game begin. Jesus Christ. Need this ending too. Oh, okay. I love the stream so much. I wish I was here at the beginning and gameplay was awesome. Voice acting and was sexy. I love you, Bryce. Oh, Bubbles. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I know I probably say that too much, but I mean, I really do. I always love to hear that kind of stuff from you guys. It makes me happy. You have to save everyone but the Ninth Man. Well, the Ninth Man dies no matter what, right? I'm... Well, damn. Why do I get the feeling that less than 34 is going to be something that happens in this chat a lot instead of hearts? I'm honestly pissed right now. To be honest, Apex, I'm a little salty because I thought that we would be ending. Like I thought that I thought we'd finally done it right. I thought we'd finally done it right. But nope. We got one more fucking ending to go. Again, it's 2 a.m. Okay, Apex, don't do it. Less than 34 is the new fresh meme. Fuck. I've started a meme. Alright. Well. Fucking hell. So, I guess tomorrow we're beating this fucking game. Okay? Okay. I think that sounds like a plan. But, fucking hell. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to go bed. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Thank you very much for tonight, guys. I hope you had a good time. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Till then. When do we start tomorrow? I typically start the stream at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I am a human being though, and sometimes I will be late. So if it doesn't start then, there is a Twitter, so that will show up there if you need it. But yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time. Bye.